Hi, everybody. Welcome to yoga. We're going to start standing. Another gray day that we can bring the warmth of our body to the day. So let's start by placing our left hand on our heart and our right hand on our belly. Closing your eyes or softening your gaze. Just focusing on the breath, bringing yourself to your body. Notice what's coming up. Notice your balance. Notice your posture. Notice the rise and fall of the chest with each breath. And as you bring your focus to that, try to start to just deepen the breath a little bit. In through the nose and out through the nose. As you deepen the breath, notice how that changes the body. Maybe your shoulders get involved, maybe your chest gets involved. Your belly, maybe your balance gets impacted. Just notice. Bringing your awareness to the micro changes in your body as you breathe deeply, slowly. Focusing on the inhale, holding the top of the inhale, controlling the exhale, squeezing out all that stale air. And let's just breathe together deeply with a 5 count inhale and a 7 count exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Give yourself a little massage. Kind of rub the skin. Rub the surface of your body. Get the face, the jaw. Use your hands like scissors and kind of get the front and back of your ears. And then the back of your neck. Maybe give yourself a little shoulder rub back and forth. Squeeze, cross the arms in front of you and squeeze those biceps, triceps, wrists. Maybe just kind of roll the wrists around each other. And then come back to the belly. Give those hips and pelvis, legs and hamstrings a little rub down. Backs of the knees, the tops of the feet. Kind of give them a little threading with your fingers up the side of the legs. Good, all the way up to the top of the head. Give your top of your head a light tapping with the tops of your fingertips. Maybe the frontal lobe right here, the forehead, all the way back to the base of the neck, the head. Good, and then just coming back down to the face, little light tapping on the face, especially around the sinuses, along the sinus, the bridge of your nose, underneath your eyes. Good, take a nice deep breath in, sweep those arms up, interlace the fingers and give yourself a little stretch to the right, looking under the arm, opening up the chest, pulling the hands away, coming into that nice sort of crescent shape. Inhale, recover, exhale, other side. Pushing the hips, tight glutes here. Inhale, recover, exhale, push the pelvis forward, just look up, point the fingers back behind you. And recover. Inhale, let's take the interlaced fingers in front of us. Exhale, let's take the legs slightly apart, knees over toes, and press the palms towards the screen. Tuck the chin to the chest. Let's stay here for a minute. Pull the right hip back. Breathe. And then the left hip back. Deep breath. And then pull both hips back. Pull the belly button towards the spine. Big breath. Good. Release the hands and then take them behind you. Interlace them and send the pointing finger down, straight down to the mat. Open up the chest, look up. See if you can really pull the hands down towards the mat. Looking up, chin lifted, but not released. Chin is kind of aiming towards where the ceiling meets the wall. Maybe give yourself a little fork here, right and left. And release. Good. Let's cross the right leg over the left. This is kind of a fun new forward fold. We're going to easily drop the chin to the chest. We have a slight micro bend in the feet. I'm sorry, in the knees. Heavy head. We're going to do a slow roll down. Slow, slow, slow. So there's a bend in the knees. Just a kind of a, not a micro bend, but actually more like a demi bend. So a slight bend, more than a micro, less than a full bended knee. And just let the torso kind of hang over those legs that are crossed. And then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, last thing to come up is the head. Bring yourself back up. Balancing challenge right there. Try to shake out those legs. Try the left over the right. Standing nice and tall, roll those shoulders back. And then just slightly, slowly, with a heavy head, roll yourself down. The knees are bent. So when you get to the torso meeting the thighs, you should feel almost a connection there. I can't really get my torso on my thighs, but I'm reaching it, my chest, towards my thighs. And then slowly with the knees bent, roll back up. Beautiful. And let's take the legs underneath the hips and we'll do a roll down from here. Big inhale, exhale, chin to chest. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see, and I'm rolling really slowly through the upper back, the mid back, the low back, and then the waist gets involved and the torso kind of folds forward. I've got that micro bend in my knees. Go ahead and shake the head here. No and yes. No and yes. Go ahead and now take a deep bend in the knees. See how deep you can get so that your torso rests on your legs. Grab hold of your heels behind you and just hang out here for a minute. Heavy head, torso is relaxing on the thighs. If you want, you can straighten them a little bit. Not fully yet. Then you can go back down. And then maybe straighten them a little and go back down. Good. Take the hands to the mat in front of you, lift the heels off the floor, and then create a nice ball with your spine. So the top of your head is moving towards the floor. Now I want your belly button lifted. Core is engaged. Yeah, feel that lower back stretch and the stretch between the shoulder blades. Walk the hands out and the feet back into plank. Just hold that plank. So we were vertical and now we're horizontal. Check your plank. I realized I needed to lower my booty a little bit. That's a common thing in plank. We'll kind of come up here. Yeah, we want to plank like a plank of wood. Good. Walking the hands back towards the feet, bending the knees, coming into that nice rounded, like roly-poly shape. And then heels to the floor. Keep that micro bend in the knees and then roll to standing. Beautiful. Deep breath in. Swing those arms up, look up, exhale, just bring them down. All right. We're just going to get the full body engaged here. We're just going to step back into crescent pose with our right, stepping back into crescent, lifting the arms, looking up, and then coming right back into mountain. Left leg steps back, look up, and come back. Let's add the breath. We're going to inhale as we step back. Exhale, come back to mountain. Left leg, inhale, and exhale. Keep going in your own pace. Now, if you want to really rev up, you can go faster. If you want to ease in, you can take a couple of breaths for each pose. An inhale and an exhale. This is your time, your class. I'm just here to guide you and give you a framework, but I am not in your body. I am not even in the room with you, so I have no idea what's going on. You do, though, and you actually really have so much knowledge. Trust your instincts and trust the breath. Good. Let's come forward and take those legs a little wider than hip distance. So we got our heart rate up a little there. Stepping back into crescent, we're going to do a little side to side action here. Hands are in prayer. I'm going to bend my right knee over my right toe. I'm going to stay level as I cross, not getting higher, shifting to the left. Oh, I had to make an adjustment there. Make sure my heel is facing all the way back and my toes are forward. So I'm shifting now. My weight is back. You know, my booty is really shooting towards that back wall. So we're going to inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Belly's lifted. That was 5. 5 more sets. Beautiful. Come on up. Now we're going to do a few yoga squats coming from chair up into mountain. Again, these can go at your own pace. Slow it down, do a double breath, speed it up, use your breath of fire. It's what you need right now. We're going to come into a nice, deep, beautiful chair. Arms up by our ears, belly lifted and supporting our spine, weight is back. And then we're going to come right up to mountain. That's it. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Find your rhythm. 2 more. Beautiful. Let's just take that right leg up and over the gate a couple times, like you have a baby gate on the ground, and you're just lifting that leg up and over. Check your balance. Maybe you need your hands on your hips or out. Just kind of loosen up that hip joint. Whatever feels good around the arms. I don't know how many that was, but we're gonna do the other side. Check your balance. Up and over that baby gate. Tapping the toe behind you, tapping it in front. Good. Take it out. Let's just do another balance here on the left leg. Extend the right leg in front of you. Circle the ankle to the right 5 times, and then to the left. Other side. Standing tall, flex that foot, circle the toes 5 times to the left, and then 5 times to the right. Woo, balance. Yeah, that core's got to be engaged. Good. Just a couple of little booty kicks here, side to side. That's a nice quad stretch. You feel it when you kick the heel to the booty, just for that moment. Good. All right, let's take the toes out and a nice big breath in with the right arm all the way over. Let's bend the left knee over the left toe. Find that diagonal line. You can rest your hand here on the thigh, or you can let it hang. Recover, inhale, other side. Exhale, nice big long diagonal stretch. See how far you can go. Try the other side, see if we can get a little further. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, other side, exhale. Beautiful, one more time. Inhale, exhale all the way over. Now, from here, bend the right knee, let the torso curve forward, drop through center, shift to the other side, cross the left arm in front of the body, open up the chest, and recover. Other side, inhale, exhale, shift through center, cross the right arm in front of the torso, open up the chest, and recover. We're going to do that a little faster. Release. Good. All right. I feel like nice and warm. All right, let's see what else we can do from here. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Let's do a very basic sun salutation. Just the sun salutation, like elementary form. I think we did it 2 weeks ago. So here we go. We're gonna stand at the back of our mat. Inhale, look up and reach up. Exhale, dive through the arms into a forward fold. Take a minute in forward fold here. Wag the tail. Shake the knees. Inhale, come up halfway. Get that nice long spine. And then release again into the forward fold. Inhale, walk the hands forward into downward dog. Exhale in downward dog. Inhale, come into plank. Find that plank and check it. See where your booty is. Drop the knees or don't drop the knees and come into Shavasana all the way down to the mat. Pull the mat towards you as you lift the top of the head towards the ceiling. Press the shoulders down and exhale, release back down. Inhale, press through plank and down dog, and exhale and down dog. Inhale, step or jump the feet towards the hands. All the way back up. Rolling vertebrae by vertebrae. Back to standing. So that's just a simple sun salutation form. Let's do that again, and I'm going to add in maybe one little thing. Here we go. Inhale. Look up, reach up. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, walk the hands out. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, lift the right leg off the ground as high as you can get it, but keep the right hip shining towards the mat. Like the right hip has a flashlight and the light, you want it down onto the mat. And release. Inhale the left leg, try that. Keep the arms nice and strong, press the hands into the floor. Lift the heel, keep the left hip shining down towards the mat. And release, good. Inhale, come into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. And inhale, jump the feet or walk the feet to the hands. And exhale, return to mountain. Good. Now I feel very warm. Very warm indeed. Let's just do a little spinal stretch here, standing. Go ahead and take the right leg, pull the knee to the chest, and just hold it there for a minute. Drop the shoulders down the back. Standing spinal twist. We're just going to open up the right shoulder behind us and look over that right shoulder. If you want, you can take the right arm up or back behind you. And release. Coming back to center, try the other side. Hugging that knee to the chest. Sliding the left hand along the thigh to the hip joint, looking over the left shoulder. Play with your arm where you want it. Up, back, or along that palm down on the right hip. And recover. Good. And since we're here, let's just do a few standing abs. Arms are in goalpost. My weight is on my left leg. Right leg is nice and light. And we're just going to bring that elbow to knee 10 times. Inhale, and then exhale as you crunch. Good. Shake it out. Shift over to the right, light touch on the left toe. Arms are up, inhale. Exhale, crunch. And then reach across the body. Two more. All right, good. Just do a few little figure eights there with the pelvis. Good, let's take a nice deep breath in, wide legs, star position, and then exhale, press the screen with the palms of your hand like you're pushing a boulder. Inhale, open wide, exhale, press, scoop the pelvis, belly button to spine. One more time, inhale, big breath, exhale, press the screen, tuck this pelvis, tuck the chin, contract. Good. All right, let's do our 20 breaths, pranayama. Life force activation. You know the drill. I think if we do nothing at all in our yoga practice, but the 20 breaths, we've accomplished something very beautiful. 20 breaths in our own time, matching the movement of our arms as they reach up with the inhale and exhale through heart center. Whenever you're ready, begin. Three more. Interlace those fingers, send the palms to the ceiling, walk the shoulders up the ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woo! And open up those arms slowly. Leaves falling from the tree. And let's go right into tree. Speaking of tree, find your tree. Send the knee back and the arms up. Find your tree. Settle in. Come out of it gracefully, and then right into the other side. See if you can just lift the foot on its own without using the hand to place it there. What happens? Maybe it doesn't get as high as we think it should be, but it got to where it wanted to go. Good. All right. Let's come to the back of our mat. Let's do a nice inhale, sweeping the arms up, looking up, exhale, dive through. Forward fold, inhale, halfway up. Exhale, release. Inhale, walk those hands out to down dog. And exhale, let's just stay in down dog. 3 breaths. Coming into plank and dropping the knees. Give me a nice slow push up here. All the way down, nice and slow, all the way up. And then pushing back into prayer. Coming back up. On the knees, slow, control, push up, chest to the mat, and then back up, back into prayer. Feel that stretch in the shoulder. Last time, nice and slow and controlled, all the way down to the mat. We're only doing 3, make the form really good. And then we'll hang out here in prayer. Just breathe. Let's take the hands over to the right, get that side body stretch. And then over to the left. And then back to center. All right, now we're gonna do something that's a little challenging, but I think we're ready. There's a couple of options. We're gonna come into plank and lift the knee towards the chest. From here, we're gonna tuck up the forehead to the knee, and then we're gonna come back to plank and then set that leg back. Try the other side, knee comes into the chest, and then we're gonna do a little tuck with the core. So pull the belly button up towards the spine, bring it back to plank, and release the knees. Come on back, bend those toes, sit back, shake from the top of your head all the way down, shake those wrists. We're gonna do that again. So it's basically like a tuck, like a bicycle tuck, but then we're doing that extra core engagement. Now, if you don't want to do that, if it hurts your wrists, just stay with the knee tucked toward the chest or the forehead. You can also reach it to either wrist. Okay, here we go. Finding our plank. Inhale and exhale, bring the knee to the chest. Inhale and tuck. And back to plank. Send that leg back. And bring the left knee in. Inhale and tuck. It's almost like you're pressing into a down dog, a one-legged down dog. Back to plank. And release the knees. Walk the hands back, tuck the toes, shake from the top of your head. Last set. Plank. Inhale. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, come back to plank. Send the leg back. Inhale. Exhale, knee comes in. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, back to plank. Leg goes back. And let's untuck the toes. And just settle back for a minute. Coming into prayer or child's pose. Good. All right. Back to hands and knees. We're going to tuck those toes and press back into down dog. Hello, down dog. This is actually a resting position, like child's pose. Down dog is kind of a reset position. So let's go ahead and inhale that right leg up in the air. And on the exhale, swing it through, drop the back heel, and come on up into warrior one. Square those hips. Bring that right knee right over the right ankle. Now what we're going to do here is take the arms out and then bring the left arm underneath the right to come into eagle arms. We're going to lift the elbows and lift the chest all the way up on a nice inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to bring it down, 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 all the way almost underneath the thigh. And then back up, 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 up. Open up those arms. Bring the hands back down to the mat. Lift that back heel off the floor and step back into down dog. Big breath in down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Drop the back heel of the right foot and come on up to the opposite side, warrior one. Open up the arms, cross the right arm underneath and up Up we go, inhale, take those elbows up, bringing the chest with it. Exhale, dip the torso down, 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 back, up, up, up. And open those arms, place them on the mat. The back heel comes off the floor. Step back and drop the knees. Open the knees a little wider and then come into prayer with wide knees. Let's see if we can lead the chest towards the floor. Maybe even rest the forehead on your arms so the chest is what's reaching towards the floor here. Good. Swing around onto your booty and let's do a table. So feet flat on the ground, fingertips facing forward. We're going to start with the shoulders squeezed behind us and our chin to our chest. Inhale. On the exhale, we press into a table. You can leave the chin tucked here. If you want an extra challenge, you can lift one leg and place it back down, and then lift the other leg and place it back down, or just stay in table, challenging enough, and then lower. And then I like to counter stretch here by bringing the hands forward and resting my eyes in my knees, on my knees. Whew. Good, things are moving around in there, excuse me. All right, since we're here, let's come on down to our backs. Hugging those knees to the chest, maybe circling them to the right and to the left. Feet come flat on the floor. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, we're going to press into a bridge. Now, what I want to do is come down slowly, but not touch the ground. So we're going to let the pelvis come slowly down, and then we're going to press it right back up on the exhale. So we're going to inhale here as it slowly floats, and then we're going to do a nice breath of fire. Hold the top of that bridge on the exhale. Squeeze all the air out. And then the inhale arrives, and that's when you lower the pelvis. The breath determines the movement here. And release. Good. Let's take the legs up in the air. And actually, let's keep them bent. You can keep them straight or bent. What we're going to do is we're going to have our hands down on the mat, and we're just going to lift the pelvis up, trying to get the pelvis going straight towards the ceiling, not back over our head. The movement emphasis is straight up. You can tell already that really gets the lower abs. We're going to do 10. Here we go. Focus on that small movement. I have no idea what number this is. One more for good measure. All right. Hug the knees into the chest. Just rock side to side a little bit. All right. Coming up onto our forearm, we're going to be on the side of our body, kind of on our right glute. Now you can have your hands, your legs bent here, or if you want a challenge, you can have them straight. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our elbow, I'm gonna start with the legs bent. Elbow to knee, and I'm pressing out, I'm not letting the shoulder fall towards my ear. Pressing out into the floor, so there's nice space here. My other hand is by my head. Inhale, exhale, crunch. Inhale, drop. 10. Now, if you want to do 4 or 5 with the legs bent, and then 4 or 5 with the legs straight, that's up to you. Find where or alternate. I want you to challenge yourself, though. Good. We only did 10, that's all we need. Switch to the other side. These really isolate the obliques, so we don't need many of them. Both legs come off the floor. It's not just the top leg. Here we go. 5 and 5. I think that was 5. Why am I having such a hard time counting? Let's come into this kind of mermaid pose, and we'll just do a little twist here for the pelvis, for the hip here, a little twist to the left, looking over the left shoulder, and then a little twist to the right, and to the left, and right. Good. Whew. Gotta do the other side. Switcheroo. Should have done this the first time. And we'll make up for it now. Little twist to the right. And float around to the other side. And again. And again. Good. All right, I had an idea of something I wanted to do and now I lost it. What was it? There was something here. What was it? Well, I can't think of it. It'll come to me. Let's do a little bit of just a little back workout. We're gonna have our hands flat, forehead to the mat. Inhale here. On the exhale, we're gonna lift the chest off the floor, drop the shoulders down the back, extend the arms like Superwoman or Superman, bring them back in and recover. Inhale, exhale, come up. Inhale, take those arms out. Exhale, in and down. One more time, inhale. Exhale, hover the chest above the ground. Inhale, spread those arms wide like you're flying, flying, flying. Exhale, in and down. Good. Well, it still hasn't come to me, but it was good. What was it? What were we doing before? You guys, my brain. All right, well, I guess I should have to let it go. Let's come into all fours. Tuck the toes and come back to down dog. Down dog is always a good place to reset, right? Breathe here. Let's inhale and lift that right leg off the mat. Exhale, swing it through. drop the back heel, pinwheel the arms into warrior two. Find your warrior two. Let's just take 3 breaths in warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, tilt it up, sink a little deeper into your stretch. And all the way down. Pinwheel those arms down to the mat, lift the back heel, send the right leg back. I remembered, inhale the left leg up, step it through, drop the heel, pinwheel around. Now I can't lose it between now and when we're done with this set. So let's just focus here. I've got it in there, it's in there, it's stuck in my head. Find your 3 breaths in warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale, pinwheel those arms all the way down, back to down dog. Plank and knees. Okay, got it. So we're gonna do side plank on our forearm. So I want you to spread your legs kind of wide. And we're gonna be on our forearm. So I put my left forearm on the mat. First I come into plank, then I rotate onto the side of my foot and I come into my side plank on my forearm. Then I'm gonna focus, bring myself back around, place my right arm down, and then flip onto the side of my feet on my other side. So we flow from one side to the other. This is challenging. If you need to come down for a rest, in between, woo, do that. Otherwise, just try to do right arm up and then straight into left arm up and then back to center. Ooh, look at us doing some power yoga. All right, I'm just glad I remembered. Okay, brain hasn't completely failed yet. Come on back to our backs. Yeah. We're gonna have some dead bug here. Legs are in table, arms are straight out. We're gonna inhale, tap the fingertips above the head and the toes to the floor, and then bring the arms and legs right back up. Inhale, exhale, back up. Nice and easy. After that, really challenging core. Now we're just gonna engage those lower abdominals, get a little bit of a shoulder stretch here. Let's just zone out and zen out here on the breath. Inhale, exhale. Try to keep from releasing the lower back from the floor. You don't want to arch. Yeah, you want to keep that lower back kind of rooted and flat against the mat. Last one. Good. Shake those legs out. All right. We haven't done candle in a while, so let's try some candle. If you need to take your hair out, this is a good one to not have a ponytail in. So our legs are straight up in the air. Now this is option 1, which is just L, arms above the head, palms up, legs straight. This can be very challenging for people who have tight hamstrings, yeah, or if they're working on their flexibility, so this could be hard enough. Another option is to actually inhale and exhale, lift the pelvis up in the air and then walk the hands up the back. Now you want your feet to be shooting off your pelvis. You don't want it over your head. This is called candle pose because it looks like a candle. Breathe here. See if you can really lift out of the hands. You don't want to be dumping into the hands. So you want your energy lifting towards the ceiling. And then slowly, if you want, let the legs come down over your head into plow, and you can release the palms down to the mat. Again, you want the energy lifting up and back. Coming out of it, we slowly roll with our legs as close to our face as possible for as long as possible. We use the hands in the mat to help control the descent. And then let's do an 8 count lowering of the legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, peel off the ground, come all the way to sitting. I have to readjust myself. And then let's give ourselves a nice stretch over the legs. And come on up. Bring the soles of the feet together. Grab hold of those feet and see if you can open the feet like you're opening a book. Trying to crack the spine of the book. Press the elbows into the knees. Breathe here. Good, release. Extend the right leg, bring the left leg in. Inhale, left arm comes up, right arm slides down the leg, look under the armpit. Exhale, release both hands on either side of the ankle. Big sigh here. And recover. Switch sides. I'm kind of got my leg just kind of shooting off the diagonal. If you want, you can do it straight forward. You can do it all the way to the side. Yogi's choice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, slide down and over. First, just kind of give yourself a stretch with the chest opening towards the ceiling. And then exhale into that torso, just draping over the leg, and hang out here for a minute. Beautiful. And recover back down onto the mat. Cross the right leg over the left, like you're kind of sitting in a chair at a fancy tea party. Let the knees fall to the left as you look to your right. Try to get the shoulder to the mat and the knees to the floor. And make your way back to center, uncross, recross, and let the legs fall to the right, looking over your left shoulder. And recover. Uncross, shake out those legs, grab hold of the outside of the feet and see if you can just get that lower back onto the mat. And then if it feels right, gently rock back and forth here in happy baby. Try to relax your jaw. Notice what's tense and try to release anything that doesn't need to be working right now. Take a nice deep breath in and extend your body in one long line. At the top of the inhale, hold the breath and tighten everything in your body. Your face, your shoulders, your rib cage, your glutes, your thighs, toes. Hold it. Hold it. Until you can't hold it anymore. Swallow. Remove the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Stick it out. Say, ah. It's a long one. Come into deep relaxation. Shavasana. Dim the lights. Get comfortable. Then I'll put on something for us. And you can remain in Shavasana for as long as it feels good. Otherwise, we'll close our practice today with awareness of our changing bodies, our changing earth. Time is passing, and we have to be attuned to the changes in our souls, in our hearts, in our minds. And this practice allows us to spend some time with that and get to know ourselves a little bit better. The spirit in me salutes the spirit in you. Namaste. Thanks so much for coming. Keep using the recordings.